Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to some more Vampyr. Just making our way downtown, heading to the theater. Back, here we are. Alright, so we gotta save old Edgar, because he got himself into a pickle. But first we gotta take these guys out, or else they're not gonna let us in, so... Alright. Dude, you know, this team could have used some grenades. Like, they should have given me some grenades. Alright, so... Gotta make our way in here. Leave it to Edgar to play damsel in distress. Okay, so...
The Prewen never left Doris's theater after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
I got some rivets. Okay. Not sure. These guys stopped making like sounds for some reason. I'm not sure if that's something to do with the game or... Hold on. I thought there was like stuff we had to pick up in here. There. Okay. We only have 4 rounds for a shotgun. There's not a boss fight right now, so I'm not too worried about any of that, but... Okay, not that way. I'm just making sure there's not... Yep, right there. So, there's a diary right there. There's like some actual documents I'm looking for. I think you have to pick it up. I'm not sure if it's part of the main quest or not, but I'm pretty sure you have to... Oh wait, you know what? It was probably on the theater floor. Oh, I'm stuck on the light. Okay, that's just BS. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not sure what's going on with these guys. They're not making any sounds anymore, so... Okay.
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
Like that. I think there was a... downstairs, wasn't there? Nothing there. Oh, box. Yeah, this was the room I was looking for.
It's locked, all right.
And
Blood
that's
of a pure
exactly...
heart. Garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind.
And there is old Edgar.
Edgar, can you hear me?
And
Jonathan.
he did some stuff that wasn't very good. In fact, McCullum wasn't too far off.
Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I trust you, Edgar, but the Guard of Priwen is onto something.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Right, I admit it. I boldly ventured into experimental realms, but I've killed no one to appease my thirst for knowledge, Jonathan. I'm no murderer.
I never asked to become what I am, Edgar. You chose to conduct your rogue experiments.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Alright, so I ended up going with this one. And the reason being is,
Edgar, you are not going to die.
you know, I didn't want to kill him.
Unless you want to.
Because he has done a lot of good, but he also needs to pay for his crimes, so.
I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Enough!
Alright, so that's what we ended up doing for old Edgar. Alright, so now on to getting the antidote, and we have to talk to Elizabeth about what happened to Swansea. I just went in a full-on circle. Alright.
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Alright, so there's no real point in fighting these guys right now. So I'm just gonna kind of avoid them, hopefully. Guess not. Alright, there we go. These people just leave me alone, you know? Leave me alone for 5 seconds. I would have been in the door. You wouldn't have been dead in the street. You know? Just saying. Alright, she's upstairs.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Okay.
Edgar's behavior was beyond lunacy. He had neither the discipline, knowledge, nor the proper facilities to conduct blood experiments.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait,
enemy.
no! Elizabeth!
Alright, so that is one of the many mysteries solved. Now but you know, as mysteries tend to go, one question answered, another one emerged. So, you know, obviously I already know what happens, so I'm not gonna
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall
play word
used
games or
when he
anything,
fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
So first off, we're gonna go back here. And we got to go to the Escalon Club first. We're basically just getting the ingredients we need for the antidote, and then we head off to the final boss.
Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop.
Alright, so this is actually the reason why I did decide to turn what's-his-face. Because it makes this particular ingredient easier to get as well. Crap, I forgot where he's at. I think he's in one of the offices somewhere. Is this one? No, that just goes outside. Whoops. Okay. Look at me wasting time. Alright, so... Crap, where is he? Oh, there he is.
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
Welcome, Lance-bearer. To what do we owe this pleasure?
I've located the true origin of the epidemic, and I'm about to end it.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
This is more important than the club, you or me. This is London's last hope.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
Now go, Lance-bearer. Craft a legend to be sung to Ascalon recruits for the ages to come.
Alright. So next up, we are going to have to go to the Pembroke Hospital. We actually have to go to the morgue to pick up the insulin, so...
been your house, Dad. Not mine.
Women of all countries unite!
Yep, not interested in you guys. Did I seriously get myself stuck? I swear. Honestly, this place has more dead ends than a freak. I mean, hey. You know? Why bring a sword to the gunfight? Just saying. Alright, let's head out of here, because obviously this leads to nothing.
Steady, boys! We've got one of them here!
Die, vermin!
Okay, that we do need to go through. Okay. Alright, and there we go. Let's get out of here. I feel like I've just gone in a major circle.
There's one of those vermin! God walks with me! It's one of them! Want some of that?
Alright, just gotta make it across the bridge and...
Close. This one's a top! Die, vermin! Cross the leech, boys!
And we're back. Okay.
You're mine, vermin!
Scarrow voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were, I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
Alright, there we go. Alright, so if I remember right, the insulin's upstairs, and there's a ton of these guys in here. Okay, I think it's in...
The beast must die. No rest for the wicked. Away with
There we go, there's one down.
Oh my God!
Alright.
There it is. Insulin. Much more
You know,
efficient
okay,
than
here's the
garlic,
thing about
but it's
insulin.
blood poisoning and
You have to
sepsis.
have it
Almost less
refrigerated.
dangerous for me.
You don't have it refrigerated,
Thank
it
you,
won't do
Dr.
you any
Blessed.
good. So, yeah, that insulin's no good. If it's not refrigerated, it literally breaks down. It's kind of like setting hydrogen peroxide out in the sunlight. You know, it will separate, become unusable. Okay. Right, final ingredient is the blood of a king. And he's going to be over in the cemetery where Mary was buried.
I'll kill you!
I think we can get to it down this way.
Die, vermin!
Alright, so that should have hit me, but it didn't, so...
There's one of them. Watch yourselves. Look at it. Vicious bugger. Easy does it, boys.
If McCullum really drank the blood
See,
of
I did
King
this
Arthur,
exact same thing.
then
I
may have found
literally
another
skipped
vitally
every
important
single one of these
virus.
guys. Hold on. You actually get some medicine from body right there, but I'm not sure if I already got it or not. Colon. There he is right there.
Good evening, vampire hunter.
Are you here to end me, Leech? You'll find I will not be killed easily.
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you? You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
A creature called a disaster is about to be unleashed. It falls upon me, as once it did Marshall, to stop it before the whole country is ravaged.
I should have destroyed that book. And yet, I wish I could join this battle alongside you. But this crusade is not mine to fight.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned, Dr. Reid.
Alright. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. Next episode is going to probably be the last.
Unbelievable as it is.
We'll take care of Harriet, and we'll do the epilogue as well in that episode. So no matter how long it is. So, all right. Until next episode, I'll see you guys next time.